Welcome to my YouTube channel. Here we'll be exploring how to make a YouTube channel. At this very moment I don't even have one. I don't even have a name for a channel, hence the working title. This being my first video, it will really help me if you subscribe to the channel. If you leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the video, everything will make a difference. My name is Barry, 44 years old, I'm married, I have 2 children and I have a full-time job. So, about 2 months ago, I decided I was going to look for an alternate income stream. My mind fell straight away to YouTube, but I had no idea how do you actually do it, what does it take to get started with one. The only thing I actually had was lots and lots of ideas as to the content. So, I went on YouTube to see how do you actually start one. Let's see what I found.
Okay, so I made my search on YouTube and I found all of these different guides from all of these people who have anywhere from 100,000 all the way up to a couple of million subscribers. And they all know what they're talking about and they all know how to make it. They've proven that. But there was one thing missing. It might just be me that wanted that, but I really wanted someone to show me the mistakes that you can make while you are actually building your channel and how to actually fix them, and actually show me if any of these guides that all of these guys come with, if they actually can be transferred into something useful, or am I just wasting my time? I wanted to see the mistakes made and the ones that I'm going to make, and I want to see how do they fix them. So hopefully I can make a little fewer mistakes, become a little bit better, and I would know what to look for and I would know how to fix it. So basically that became my idea for my YouTube channel.
So for the next foreseeable future, I'll be making videos of me making videos for YouTube. I know it does sound a little bit silly, but I do believe that there are more out there like me that will benefit from someone with absolutely no experience, taking you through how do you actually make a YouTube channel and what does it take and which steps do you need to take. I know I would have benefited from it because sometimes I find it a little bit hard to understand some of these YouTubers and their guides because they do it very, very fast and they do have loads of experience, so they already know what they do. It can and will probably be a good resource to have, but I think I would benefit more from someone with no experience actually showing you how to do it and showing you the mistakes that they make, because I'm probably going to make those mistakes myself. So that's what we're going to be doing here. If you're like me and have a limited budget and a limited amount of time to make these videos, is it still possible to have a YouTube channel? I think so. I've set myself a budget of $500 which is 3,000 Danish crowns. And I've set myself a time limit of 10 hours a week. If it really comes down to it, and in the beginning here I'll probably use more, but no more than 15 hours. It has to be able to be done in that time frame. For recording I'm using my phone. It's a OnePlus 7T Pro. It's got 4K capability, and for recording for YouTube it's more than capable. I'm not going to go out and spend a couple of $100 or even $1,000 on a camera that I don't really need at this time. At a later date, maybe yes, I'll be spending some money on that, but it won't be now. For sound, I went out and I bought myself a little clip-on microphone. It's the Boya by M1. I bought that for a measly $25. Also, I bought myself a gimbal. I bought the DJI ON4 gimbal. It works really well and it has a lot of nice features, some that can come in very handy a little bit later down the line. I did have to pay about $200 for it, so it did take out a good chunk of my budget. Okay, so for editing software, I'm using the free version of DaVinci Resolve. It comes highly recommended and you can do pretty much anything in there that you need to. For screen capturing, I'm using OBS Studio. Again, it's free and it comes highly recommended and you can do pretty much anything in there that you need.
Okay, so having looked at YouTube and found all these different guides from all these well-established YouTubers, I couldn't be looking at all of them and I was getting confused. So I decided to go with 2 people. The first one is Justin Brown. He's got this whole setup behind him. He's got, as you can see, nice playlists, and it's really simple to get started with. What do you need to look at and what do you need to find? Also, he's got this whole setup behind him. He's got his website where you have all these different kind of videos and There's lots of different things that you can go in there and learn. Basically, that's what he's all about. How to become better at YouTube, how to grow your business. And that's what we're doing with these videos. One of the things he's got that he mentions quite a lot is the Primal video method. I've read it through, and I started recording, and then after a while I read this through and I realized, wow, all of these mistakes made. And I'm going to be showing you a little bit about that in one of the next videos. But basically, I went ahead and I started doing some filing the proper way, so I actually know where I have everything. And he mentions this. It's basically, it's not a guide as to how to, it's more of a guide, how do you become more efficient and how do you not waste time when you do your video recording and your video editing and all of these different kind of things. So it's really, really good. Also, because I'm recording on my Android phone, he's also got this guide. It's basically how to get the most out of your phone, and I highly recommend that you have a look at it and you get it down. He's also got one for iPhone if you're using an iPhone, and there's all these different kind of things that what can you get away with, and what is the smart thing to get as soon as you start making an income with this to improve the quality of your video. So that's also really, really good. Also, Justin Brown, he's got, as you can see, 843,000 subscribers. So he is a proven success, and he's got this whole big setup. And I intend to try and use that as much as I possibly can to make my channel a success. The second one that I'm actually going to be using is this girl here, Catrin Manning. She takes it she takes a different approach to it. She talks a little bit more about it, and she does have a few sort of how-to videos, but it's more talking and understanding and trying to teach you rather than show you. So, but she's quite entertaining to watch, and she does do a really good job. So I'm going to be taking some cues from her as well. But as you can see, she's got 324,000 subscribers. But one thing that they both have in common is they dumb it down a little bit. So someone like me, where one of my challenges is it's not my first language, so there might be some misunderstandings along the way. Secondly, I've never worked within any of these kind of fields before, so it's all brand new to me. So there can also be some misunderstandings, some misguidance there, and they dumb it down a little bit, taking the perspective that the guy they're talking to doesn't know anything, and I like that. Some people might not like it, but I like it, and they speak clearly, they speak fast, there's not a lot of waiting, and basically I like them, and they're the ones that I'm going to be using, and they're the ones that I'm going to be taking my cues from. And hopefully it will be a good strategy for me to use their tips and tricks to get my channel to grow into being something that's at least a little bit successful.
So, there you have it. That is pretty much me done for the first video. If you haven't already subscribed to my video, please do so. Also, please leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It will make a difference for me. As I said, this is my first video. It is an introduction video, but it does give me a good jumping off point so that I, in a later date, can take this video, go through it and see some of the mistakes I made, maybe explain why I made the mistakes and why they are mistakes. Okay, so for my next video, I will show you how I actually create my YouTube channel. I'll show you how I name the channel. I'll show you how to make the banner that goes in the top. I'll show you how to upload the video. I'll show you how to make a thumbnail for the video and how to make the tags for the video. Now, Justin Brown, he's already got videos that explains this, and I'll be using them to actually make sure that I do it the right way the first time. Also, I'll go through some of the tips that I've already used from Justin Brown's Primal video method. He's got some tips and tricks about the filing system that I've already used, and I'll be going through some of them as well. Okay, so that is the video for this time. My name is Barrett. This is my YouTube channel, which doesn't even have a name yet. See you soon.